Anaesthesia macros. We will now have a look at the macros function. Once you have started the SA Anaesthesia application, your immediate step must be to activate a macro. A macro is a collection of actions, medications, and other items that can be recorded against. More importantly, it contains the monitoring parameters which informs the application of what to pull through from the associated devices. Start by clicking on the macros icon in the toolbar. Now you'll be presented with the Select Macro window. These are grouped by different tabs, so you have specialties, for example general, obstetrics, pediatrics and cardiothoracics. Within these you have your macros, so for example GA majors. Each macro contains the standard set of monitoring parameters to pull from the associated devices, as well as the actions and medications that are commonly used within this type of anesthetic. These will contain the default set of medications and actions. You will still be able to add additional medications and actions of your choosing. The macros just simply makes this process easier. If you fail to activate a macro, the anesthetic solution does not know which monitoring parameters it needs to pull from the associated device, so this is absolutely essential. For this demonstration, we will choose GA standard. You'll be presented with a pop-up window which will list the actions, medications and fluids, as well as monitoring devices that are associated with this macro. You will notice there is the executed and to-do checklist. You can leave these as default and click on execute. You may now notice that it has included some additional fields within the anesthetic record. So the monitors has various parameters. These will automatically pull from the associated devices. On the left hand side is your to-do list. This has the actions and medications and fluids from which you are able to document. This list of actions and medications will vary depending on the macro. You are able to move the items up and down on this list. So for example, let's move propofol, so we'll select it. Then use the up and down arrows to move the propofol up or down as you're choosing. If you would like to document a medication or an action that is not in your to-do list, not to worry, you can do this manually. At the bottom of the side panel, choose documentation, and now you'll be presented with additional fields. On the left you have tabs, the clinical staff, medications, intake, monitors, and so on. I would like to document an action. Click on actions. You will now be presented with more subheadings within the actions panel. I would like to document positioning, so click on positioning, and then you'll see the various options available to you. You can add actions to your to-do list so that you can document against these later. I would like to add a airway management to my to-do list, so I'm going to use jet ventilation. I would click on it and then drag over to the to-do list icon and let go. When you do this, you'll find that the jet ventilation action is now at the bottom of my to-do list. I am free to move or reposition this using the up and down arrows. If there is an action on the to-do list that you don't intend to use, you can select it and then click on the remove icon on the bottom, and then it will be removed from the list.